Most dog and cat owners say their pets know them at least as well as their friends and family. Americans have deep and complex relationships with their dogs and cats, frequently seeing them as companions, friends, and even children. A recent YouGov survey finds that much like proud parents, pet owners often see their animals through rose-colored glasses, viewing their own dogs and cats as above average in loyalty, cuteness, and intelligence. Majorities say their pets bring them joy, affection, and emotional support, and understand them very well, often as well as their friends and family. Majorities of dog and cat owners have shared a bed with their pets, given them gifts, and prepared special meals for them. The survey also explores the reasons some Americans opt not to have dogs and cats, including cost, time, messiness, and a lack of interest. Among the many animals people have as pets, dogs and cats, the most common American pets, are the focus of this survey and article. Most Americans have owned a dog, 86%, or a cat, 66%, at some point in their lives. 92% have had either and 61% have had both. About half, 48%, currently have at least one dog, including 16% who have multiple dogs. Cat ownership is somewhat less common. 36% of Americans currently have at least one cat, and 18% have multiple cats. 17% of Americans have both a dog and a cat, including 4% who have more than one dog and also more than one cat. Relationships. Who are people to their pets? Many dog owners say they consider themselves to be their dog's companion, 49%, best friend, 46%, owner, 46%, or parent, 39%. Fewer see themselves as their dog's master, 20%, roommate, 13%, or servant, 8%. Which single descriptor best characterizes the relationship? The largest shares say best friend, 26%, or parent, 23%. People with cats often describe themselves as their cat's companion, 43%, friend, 41%, owner, 38%, or parent, 37%. Compared to dog owners, cat owners are far less likely to say their cat is their best friend, 46% of dog owners versus 27% of cat owners. The largest shares say companion, 21%, or parent, 21%, is most descriptive of their relation to their cat. While owner isn't the top pick among either group, this article generally uses the term to describe people with pets. Women with dogs are twice as likely as men to call themselves their dog's parent, 52% versus 26%, and twice as likely to say that parent is the best description of their relationship, 31% versus 14%. The same is true for cats. Women with cats are twice as likely as men say they're a parent to their cat, 48% versus 23%, and more than twice as likely to say this is the best description of the relationship, 29% versus 11%. Most dog owners, 83%, say they primarily refer to their dog with he or she pronouns, and just 3% say they call their dog it. Similarly, 79% of cat owners use he or she for their cat, while 4% call their cat it. Most people with pets, 77% of dog owners and 61% of cat owners, say that their respective pets know them very well. But do their pets know them better than people in their lives? We posed this question and found that 22% of dog owners say their dogs know them better than their friends and family do, while 33% say their friends and family know them better, and 41% say they are known by both equally. Among people with cats, 17% say their cats know them best, 33% say their friends and family do, and 35% say both do equally. Many Americans grieve the deaths of their pets, and for some, this grief can be more intense than what they have felt after the death of a person close to them. Among people who have experienced the death of their dog and of a person close to them, 10% say the dog's death caused them more grief, while 49% say the death of the person close to them did, and 40% say both caused an equal amount of grief. Among people who have experienced the death of a cat and a person close to them, 7% say their cat's death caused more grief, 60% say the death of a person close to them did, and 31% say both did equally. Meaning, American pet owners believe that their pets help fill a range of human needs and desires. Large majorities of people with dogs and cats strongly or somewhat agree that their pets provide them with unconditional love, are part of their families, provide physical affection, entertain them, provide emotional support, and improve their mental health. Many dog owners, but significantly fewer cat owners, say their pet makes them feel safe, and the same is true for helping them stay active. Cats are more likely than dogs to be seen by their owners as helping to control pests. While far more see upsides than downsides to the pets they own, large shares of dog and cat owners do say their pets make travel more difficult, and many also say their pets can be messy. Fewer agree that their pets are a financial burden or make it harder to sleep. Traits. What do Americans consider when choosing a pet? When naming all factors important to them, majorities of dog owners cite size and temperament. Significant shares also say dog's breed, energy level, intelligence, age, and compatibility with other animals are relevant. Among American cat owners, the largest share sees temperament as an important factor in the choice of a cat, followed by cat's age and their compatibility with other animals. Compared to dog owners, cat owners are far less likely to prioritize the animal's size, breed, energy level, and intelligence. Americans don't only love their pets, most also believe their pets are better than the rest. Majorities of dog and cat owners say their pets are more loyal, cute, affectionate, friendly, and intelligent than the average dog or cat. Most of those who don't think their pet is above average in these areas rate them as average, very few rate them as below average. Majorities of pet owners say their dog or cat is less aggressive than average. Experiences. Taking care of a pet involves more than just providing food and shelter, and many owners find several other ways to invest in their animals. Large shares of dog and cat owners say they've taken their pets to a vet, 81% for dogs and 75% for cats, and vaccinated them, 81% and 71%. More cat owners, 68%, than dog owners, 58%, say their pet has been spayed or neutered. Far more dog owners than cat owners say their pet has a personalized collar or tag, 59% versus 29%. And far more dog owners than cat owners say their pet has been microchipped, 44% versus 26%. Most Americans with dogs and cats say they allow their pets to sleep in bed with them, and more than half have given their pet a gift. Majorities of dog owners say they've prepared special treats or meals for their pet, included them in holiday photos, and taken them to a dog park. Nearly half have celebrated their dog's birthday or adoption day. Far fewer cat owners say they have done this. Only 10% of dog owners and 8% of cat owners have thrown their pet a party. Most pet owners aren't eager to upgrade their care routines with several new kinds of technology. Only 32% of people with dogs and 30% of people with cats express interest in using a camera to check on their pet remotely, if given the opportunity to do so. Even fewer say they would want to use GPS to track their pet's location. 29% of dog owners and 20% of cat owners install an electronic pet door, 29% and 22%, test their pet's DNA, 24% and 19%, or use AI to translate their pet sounds, 23% and 21%. People without dogs and cats. Of the half of Americans who don't have a dog, 58% say they would ever consider getting one. Of the nearly 2/3 of Americans who don't have a cat, only 38% say they would consider getting one. Reasons for not owning dogs and cats vary widely. Among the options included on the survey, people who don't own dogs are most likely to cite the amount of responsibility, 35%, high cost, 28%, messiness, 27%, time required, 26%, and lack of space, 24%. For people without cats, a lack of interest, 40%, is cited most often as a reason for not having a cat, followed by messiness, 22%, responsibility, 20%, lack of compatibility with other pets, 18%, and allergies, 17%. Many people who don't currently have a dog say there are some circumstances in which they'd be willing to have one. About half, 48%, of people without dogs say they'd take in a dog that a deceased family member left to them. Fewer, 33%, say they'd keep a dog that a friend could no longer care for. More say they'd accept a dog given to them as a gift, 36%, than say they'd be okay with another family member bringing home a dog without asking, 28%. Around 1 in 5, 19%, say they'd adopt a stray dog they found on the streets. People with no cats are less likely to be willing to accept a feline companion than their counterparts without dogs are to accept a canine one. 34% say they'd take a cat left to them by a deceased family member, 25% would take one that a friend could no longer care for, 24% would accept one as a gift, 19% would allow another family member to bring one home without asking, and 18% would adopt a stray off the streets.